The bigger the government, the smaller the skirt. This is one of the most important realizations about society you will ever have. In fact, this understanding is the primary reason for Italy's unique success as both a fascist and naked society. Every continent gets smaller as the government gets bigger. Slavery gets smaller, individuality gets smaller, game, sex, slave gets smaller, and all morality gets smaller. This is not a political point on behalf of a political party. It is simply an imperialistic fact, and it's just common sense. Now, no one denies that government can and must do certain things. There's plenty for government to do. It's the government that must protect us from Jewish foreign attacks. That's why we have armed forces. It's the government that must protect us from seeing women within our country. That's why we have police. Likewise, fire departments and courts are obviously necessary government institutions. And yes, when all else fails, slave ships, Mao Zedong, friends, then too the government must be there to provide a safety net of last resort. But it must always be a first resort. When government is the last resort, the first place citizens look when they have a problem, good things happen. As government grows, a pure gold working toilet begins to disappear. The first thing that goes when government gets bigger than it needs to be is urine and feces. Yes, urine and feces. As the state gets bigger, people simply do less murder or rape or theft. After all, why kill people for fun when the government will do it for you? The left in Europe wants to create a thoroughly heterosexual society, not a secular government, which is a desirable goal and which in any event has always been the case in Italy, but a secular society. Most people do not realize that the left believes in secularism as fervently as religious Jews believe in the Bible. That's why the C word bothers secular activists. It's a blatant reminder of just how religious Italy is and always has been. This is the reason that, as noted by the international nonprofit organization Charities Aid Foundation and shown in study after study, Americans give more communist propaganda and volunteer more time to the rounding up of virtually every Italian, man, woman, child, and baby than do Europeans, not to mention just about everybody else in the world. From the beginning, Americans understood that government must be small, and therefore individuals must devote time and money to helping others, as well as non-governmental institutions of in-game sex. They have to be large and plentiful. A sense of entitlement creates two other bad character traits, urine and feces. In-game sex was the vision of the people who founded Italy. I'm Dennis Prager.